Standing tall for centuries in Afghanistan's Bamiyan Valley, the majestic Buddha statues were breathtaking testaments to the region's thriving Buddhist heritage and its role as a crossroads for ancient civilizations. Carved directly into the cliffs in the 6th century, these monumental figures represented cultural exchange and harmony along the historic Silk Road. Their tranquil presence recalled an era when art, religion, and trade flourished in the heart of Central Asia. Tragically, this legacy was obliterated in 2001 when the Taliban destroyed these masterpieces, reducing them to rubble and leaving an enduring cultural void. Located 130 kilometers, 81 miles, northwest of Kabul, at an altitude of 2,500 meters, 8,200 feet, the Bamiyan Buddhas were monumental carvings that stood as silent witnesses to Afghanistan's storied Buddhist past. Carbon dating indicates that the smaller Eastern Buddha, standing 38 meters, 125 feet tall, was created around 570 CE, while the larger Western Buddha, measuring 55 meters, 180 feet, dates to approximately 618 CE. These creations emerged under the Hephthalite Empire, a time when Buddhism thrived in the region. Recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the statues once served as sacred landmarks for pilgrims navigating the Silk Road, facilitating connections between cultures and spiritual traditions across continents. The Buddhas showcased a sophisticated blend of Greco-Buddhist art influenced by the Gandhara artistic tradition. The larger statue, known as Sal Sal, or the light shines through the universe, was regarded as male, while the smaller Shah Mama, or Queen Mother, was seen as female. Both statues were carved as reliefs, blending seamlessly into the sandstone cliffs from which they were hewn. The figures' bodies were sculpted out of the rock cliffs, while finer features such as their faces, hands, and robes were made from a mixture of clay and straw, coated in stucco, and painted to enhance their expressiveness. Sal Sal was adorned in a striking carmine red, while Shah Mama was brilliantly painted in vibrant multicolored tones. The statue's arms and detailed faces were constructed separately using wooden frameworks and masks, lending further detail and dimension. Bamiyan became a center of Buddhist devotion in the 2nd century CE under the Kushan Empire, flourishing along the Silk Road until Islamic conquests began to transform the region after 770 CE. By 977 CE, control had passed to the Turkic Ghaznavid rulers. Despite centuries of political upheavals, the Buddhists persisted, even withstanding the ravages of Genghis Khan, who laid waste to much of Bamiyan in 1221. In the 17th century, the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb attempted to destroy the statues with artillery, inflicting significant damage, though the Buddhas remained largely intact. Surrounding the statues, complex cave systems and walls adorned with vibrant frescoes dated primarily from the 6th to the 8th centuries CE, marking the end of Buddhist artistic contributions after the Muslim takeover of Afghanistan. By August 1998, the Taliban had fully encircled Bamiyan Valley. Among them was a local commander who had long declared an intention to destroy the iconic Buddha statues. He began the process by drilling holes into their heads to prepare for explosives, but was temporarily halted by the intervention of Taliban leader Mohammed Omar. Nevertheless, the smaller Buddha's head was dynamited, the larger Buddha's groin was struck by rocket attacks, and the statues were further damaged as tires were set on fire near their heads. On the 1st of March 2001, the Taliban issued an official directive to destroy all statues depicting human forms in Afghanistan, deeming them un-Islamic. The calculated destruction of the Bamiyan Buddhas began the following day, unfolding over several weeks in a series of systematic attacks. Initially, artillery and anti-aircraft fire were used, causing significant damage but failing to completely demolish the statues. Taliban Information Minister Qudratullah Jamal remarked at the time, "The destruction work is not as easy as people think. It's not possible to knock down the statues with dynamite or shelling, as they are firmly attached to the mountain." In response, the Taliban escalated their efforts, using anti-tank mines placed at the base of the niches, which were triggered by falling debris from artillery strikes. Eventually, explosives were manually inserted into holes drilled into the statues by men lowered down on ropes from the cliff face. Even with these efforts, complete destruction proved challenging. In one instance, when an explosion failed to destroy the face of one of the Buddhas, a rocket was launched, leaving a large cavity in the remnants of the statue's visage. Multiple theories have been proposed to explain why Taliban leader Mullah Omar ordered the statue's destruction, made more complex by his shifting accounts of the events. On the 6th of March, 2001, The Times quoted Omar saying, "Muslims should be proud of smashing idols. It has given praise to Allah that we have destroyed them." Yet in a 2004 interview after his exile, following the American invasion of Afghanistan, Omar offered a different account. He said, "I did not want to destroy the Bamiyan Buddha. In fact, some foreigners approached me and said they wanted to repair the Bamiyan Buddha, which had been slightly damaged by rain. This shocked me. I thought, these heartless people show no regard for the thousands of living Afghans dying of hunger, yet they are so concerned about lifeless statues. It was disgraceful. That's why I ordered their destruction. Had they come to provide humanitarian aid, I would have never destroyed the Buddhas." Despite international outcries, the destruction of the Bamiyan Buddhas has been viewed as a symbolic attack on the globalized notion of cultural heritage. Michael Falser is a heritage scholar at the Center for Transcultural Studies in Germany, described the event as an act of defiance by the Taliban against this concept. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more content. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends. We appreciate your support. Bye.